We go to meteorologist Andrew Brightman and talking about something that's kind of scary, at least for me, Andrew. That's the rain that's coming. You know, I kind of just want the nice sunny days.
You know, we've had some amazing weather. Actually, it's been very, very dry throughout this fall. Well, so you've been, pretty happy so far, but things are going to be changing across the Carolinas as we go through this upcoming week. Really one of the most unsettled periods of weather we've seen over the past couple of months setting up across the region. 50 degrees right now, wind out of the northeast about 5 to 10 miles an hour. So about a cool start out there, kind of, vibing with what we've been seeing over the past few days. Outside in King Street and Boone, pretty quiet at 618 here on a Sunday. So we've got quiet conditions right now, but as we zoom out, see all the cloud cover moving in across the eastern third of the country. Though the rainfall is still well off to our west, it's really not going to be until we get to Monday that we see the wet weather really starting to push in across the Carolinas. Temperatures out in front of that next weather maker, it is very cool. This would be a classic cold air damming situation setting up here if we were in the dead of winter versus the tail end of October. You see those low 50s elsewhere here. High temperatures over the next 7 days. It is going to be chilly with a capital C here as we go through your Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday. Temperatures 15 to 20 degrees below average setting up because of the wet weather that's going to be moving on in. The good news is, though, for the Panthers game today, we are going to be staying dry here across the region. Temperatures, though, some pretty solid football weather, partly to mostly cloudy skies across the region. We get rolling here with Futurecast this afternoon. Notice the cloud cover. No real wet weather to be worried about here until the later evening hours. See the showers starting to move in later on tonight. We'll see if that actually moves in before midnight. But once we get past midnight here, heading into your Monday morning, a lot of shower activity setting up across the Carolinas. 7 a.m. on your Monday, dealing with that wet weather moving through. Some moderate to even locally heavy rain is going to be possible across the Carolinas, and this is going to continue here off and on as we go throughout this upcoming week. 5 o'clock on your Monday, still dealing with the showers. And then heading into your Tuesday here, 2 rounds of wet weather, 2 weather makers that got to move through between now and Thursday. Maybe a little bit drier on Tuesday, but still could see some possible showers on your Tuesday as well. Out in the tropics, this is Melissa. This is a powerhouse major hurricane now. Notice how the eye is cleared out completely here. The storm continues to intensify, and the latest update from the National Hurricane Center is now forecasting this storm to attain Category 5 status and make maybe a potential landfall on the island of Jamaica as a high-end Category 4 hurricane before then eventually turning off to the north and east, moving through eastern Cuba, and then heading out into the open ocean. Again, we still do not anticipate any direct impacts on the U.S. mainland at this time. As for today, temperatures heading up into the middle 60s, partly to mostly cloudy skies. You see those middle 60s here in Charlotte, 67 in Sherrod, middle 50s up across the mountains. Overnight lows tonight, we're going to be dipping down into the upper 40s once again as that wet weather starts to push on in across the Carolinas. Mountain forecast. Got some unsettled weather for you as we go through this week here as well. As you expect, it's going to be chilly too. There is a small chance maybe of some of the highest peaks that could see a little bit of, we'll just say, mixing here as we get to Thursday. Your pinpoint 7-day forecast, dry today for the most part. Watching, though, that unsettled week ahead, Monday through Thursday. The good news is, though, your Halloween Friday does look dry. You're watching Queen City News, the most honored and the most local news in Charlotte. We'll be right back.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.